It's Tuesday the 26th of February 2019 and I'm on a train just coming into Hertford East where I'll be doing a walk along the Hertfordshire Way. Now opposite the entrance to the castle grounds, I've joined the route of Hertfordshire Way. Now crossing over the River Beane in Hertford. We now head along the Old Cross, up there. The Hertfordshire Way now heads along Port Vale, down there. Hertfordshire Way passes the Millstream pub in Port Vale. In Port Vale we come across the first Hertfordshire Way sign. Later the road becomes more rural. Pleasant bird song. Now on this track we are about to go beneath the railway line from King's Cross and Moorgate. And over to my right is Golding's Canal. Further along the track there's this pleasant view over to the left. We're coming to a main road though, shortly. After trudging along this road for about 300 yards, we turn right along this footpath down here. Confirmation, we're on Hertfordshire Way and we're about to enter Waterford Marsh beside the River Beane. Some beautiful willows beside the River Beane. Another great view of the River Beane on Waterford Marsh. The river seems narrower here. Flowing waters of the River Beane. We leave Waterford Marsh through this gate, turn right along a road for a short distance, a quiet road this time. After a short amount of road walking, Hertfordshire Way follows this footpath. The River Beane is still being followed over to the left, but it's a bit further away now. Now recrossing the railway through a tunnel. Emerging from the tunnel under the railway, there's a great view of the River Beane again, and you can see the footpath ahead. We pass this information board about the River Beane. Next we come to a road and turn left along it down here. Along the road, a great view opens up to the left over the River Beane Valley. Astonishing countryside. Beautiful. Hertfordshire Way bears left off that wide track that you could see in the last clip, along this path which is narrower. Once again we're following the River Beane. And there's our path. The path continues beside the River Beane. As you can see, the weather is absolutely fantastic. It's more like June than February. Apparently yesterday was the hottest winter's day ever recorded in the UK, so I'm not surprised because it's very warm now. I think this is a particularly beautiful section of the path. Now passing St Mary the Virgin Church, Stapleford. We now follow this unusually named road. At the end of the road, we take this path, once again beside the River Beane. Later, the path becomes more open. Now about to enter Woodhall Park. I can go through the kissing gate rather than that awkward ladder style. After the kissing gate, the walk continues to follow the River Beane. I think we're going to veer away from the river though shortly. And it's almost becoming too warm to walk. This is incredible in February. I wonder whether it's going to be hotter today than yesterday's record. Great views across the river to the left. And there's this narrow, quite slithery path ahead. The splendours of Woodhall Park. Confirmation we're on Hertfordshire Way, and we continue ahead through a kissing gate and straight on as indicated. Hertfordshire Way now heads along this drive through Woodhall Park. Wow, look at this view across the park. Oh, there seems to be some road noise in the distance. Still walking along the driveway. We now bear right onto this drive through an avenue of trees. Next we bear left off the drive to go through this kissing gate. Still on Hertfordshire Way. Great views all around. We come to this ladder stile in the boundary wall of Woodhall Park. This time I have to use the ladder stile, there's no alternative. Once over the boundary wall, Hertfordshire Way turns right along it, and for the first time today I'm pointing into the sun. We now pass through this small patch of woodland. After the woodland, the path goes along the edge of this field and climbs. We come to a road and turn left along it. I've just crossed the very busy A602 and am now entering the drive along into Sackham Park. As you can see, it is a public footpath. Now on the Sackham Park Drive. Further along the drive, fantastic views open up over to the left. And there's the drive continuing. At this point, we turn right. Down there. Hertfordshire Way now follows that hedge on the left. After a kissing gate, we get these astounding views. Path now follows this wall. After another kissing gate, we turn left down this path. The path descends and we pass these dire warning signs. After dipping, the path ascends steeply up steps. At the top, Hertfordshire Way follows this hedge on the left. The path crosses to the other side of the hedge and then takes this clear path across the field ahead. The path continues into another field with a hedge on the left. Looking back, this is how the Hertfordshire Way is waymarked in the opposite direction. Now heading towards Wadesmill along a field path. We've now turned left along a bank, soon we'll turn right and go down into Wadesmill. I've now turned right to descend into Wadesmill along the Hertfordshire Way. Hertfordshire Way now turns left along this road in Wadesmill. Now at the bus stop at the Feathers Inn in Wadesmill, and the end of today's walk along Hertfordshire Way.